Welcome to week 2 of the Biblio Games Summer 2019. It is 12:13 p.m. on Saturday, June 8th. I ended my last vlog by telling you that I had a genius plan for contributing major pages to Team Antihero. It's not really genius, it's just that basically I took a look at my shelves, things that I either haven't read before or things I want to reread, and I noticed 2 big books that fit into those categories. Number 1, I recently bought this adorable Puffin edition of Little Women. If you don't already know, this is my favorite classic. I don't think I could tell you how many times I read this growing up or how many times I watched the movies, both of them, the older one and the newer one. I haven't read this in a really long time, and I think it's about time I do that. On top of all that, this is a pretty big edition. It comes out to 777 pages. And then a book that I've actually started before but didn't finish, Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. There's not really a good reason why I didn't finish. I was loving it, and then I just put it down and didn't pick it up again. Everyone who knows Harry Potter knows. They are chunky books. This one comes out to 870 pages. Those numbers added up with Little Women would be very, very nice for my team. So, starting this week, I am going to dive in and get as far as I can in both books. I just got a little bit of a scare because there's something on my rug and I had a feeling I knew what it was. I'm pretty sure it's dead. I hate it. I hate it so much. Why do spiders exist? This is actually really annoying because I just did some spring cleaning. I moved all the furniture, vacuumed, and sprayed for bugs, and now there's a spider on my carpet. I'm also wondering when it got in here and how it got smashed. Like, I'm really hoping I didn't step on it. Like, how disgusting would that be?
The solitary, hungry look in his eyes went straight to Jo's warm heart. She had been so...
It is 4:37. I'm about to head off to work. I'm actually getting off at 10 p.m. tonight and going back in at 8:30 a.m. tomorrow, so I have to come home and go right to bed. I have actually finished a good chunk of reading today. I haven't quite reached 100 pages in either book, but I'm still going back and forth between Little Women and Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. One chapter in one chapter in the other. Right now, I'm gonna take my Little Women audiobook and my Harry Potter physical book in the car. I should have a very good update for you by the time we talk next, which will probably be tomorrow afternoon, so I will see you then. I know I said I wasn't going to check in, but I just got home and I'm about to go to bed. Can you hear my neighbors? I think they're doing karaoke. How am I supposed to sleep? They're doing karaoke. It is 6:58 p.m. Past 2 days of work have been exhausting, so I'm very happy to be home in my pajamas. I haven't been reading a ton, but I have done some reading. Right now, I'm just gonna relax in my bed and once again switch between Little Women and Order of the Phoenix. I just finished watching the season 2 premiere of Big Little Lies. Absolutely loved season 1, and I recently read the book finally. I loved the vibe of the first episode. It fit right in with season 1, and I'm interested to see where they take this season. Also, fantastic news in the world of tennis. Rafa won his 12th French Open. So exciting. I wish I could have watched, but I was at work. Anyways, that is all my random updates. I will see you later. It is 12:09, which means it is way past bedtime for me. I am so tired. I actually fell asleep earlier reading, and then I woke up around 9:20, and my brother wanted to watch some YouTube videos before I went to bed, so we did. That took up 2 more hours. And then I read one more chapter of Order of the Phoenix just now. Despite my exhausting weekend and going to bed after midnight last night, I was still up at like 7:50, and now it's 8:50, and I'm still awake. I guess I should just start reading. It is now around 2:15, and unfortunately, I haven't done that much reading. I have been reading, but I just keep getting distracted, and I'm having a really hard time focusing. So I think I'm gonna get in the bath, because that will force me to put down my phone. Also, it might help me relax. I'm just feeling restless. It is 12:20, and I am very tired, so this is going to be a very quick update. I just want to show you an overview of the past 3 days. On June 8th, day 8, I read 127 pages. June 9th, I read 145 pages. And then today, 249 pages. In Order of the Phoenix, I am on chapter 15. This is my beautiful Harry Potter themed bookmark from Ink and Wonder. This is not only one of my favorite quotes from this series, but one of my favorite quotes of all time. In Little Women, I'm not as far as I wanted to be today, but I was too tired to continue. I am on chapter 13. I was hoping to be on page 300 in both books. In Harry Potter, I achieved that. In this, I'm only on page 217, so I have some catching up to do tomorrow. So I know I haven't been on all day, but that's beside the point right now, because I sat in the bath for like 2 hours reading. So when I got out, I went into my brother's room, and he was taking a nap. All of a sudden, a spider crawled up the wall from behind his pillows. I told him not to move. I grabbed some paper towels, told him to sit up slowly, and then I said, "Do you want me to kill it, or are you gonna kill it?" He just grabbed the paper towel, killed it. It was done. Once again, let me reiterate, I was in the bath for 2 hours. So just now, I went back into the bathroom, and I have a new friend in there. What is that? Was he in here with me the whole time? I hate it. I swear, like, I have arachnophobia. I absolutely do. I can't even think about spiders. It freaks me out. I really don't know what to do. I'm like freaked out. He's running. Oh no. I don't know where he went. Dang it. I should have killed him. That was stupid. Now I don't know where he is. Oh man. Could be in the shower curtain. I'm actually freaked out. It's just water. I can't grip. Dude, this is itchy. I can't do this. Oh my god. Where did he go? I don't know. He is not coming out. Dang it. As soon as I turned the camera off, a towel touched my arm and I freaked out. What was it? My feet itch. I feel like he's crawling over me. I know it's hot, but I swear I'm sweating because I'm so nervous. Oh my god. Why is it making a noise? I've got chills. I actually have chills. Oh. actually gotta get out of this bathroom. I'm actually freaking out. I don't know what to do. Oh my God. I haven't moved. I can't do anything. I'm actually paralyzed. Right outside the bathroom. And I cried a little bit. Like I had a full-on panic moment. What is right there? Update. Finally got the courage to hit the curtain some more and pull it out, and then I sprayed the spider spray up into the air above the curtain to try and smoke him out, and eventually he came running out and he was under the sink cabinets. Unfortunately, our rugs are black, so I had to make sure to keep an eye on him, and I just sprayed a lot. And he was dead. I need to make myself feel better, and I just saw this post on Instagram about the best era of Disney Channel theme songs, and singing nostalgic music always makes me feel amazing, so let's do it. Who would have thought that a girl like me would double as a superstar? Best of both worlds. Chillin', I'll take this out. Then you rock out the show. You get the best of both worlds. Mix it all together and you know that's the best of both worlds. Ha 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 ha. There's 100. Oh well, this one's rockin' the whole world round. Can we live in the sweet life now? Oh well. Let's go! Off to the races, I'm going places. Might be a long shot, not gonna waste it. This is a big break, and it's calling my name. Yeah! So far, so great, bury that. Can't take away this feeling. Not ride with chance on my side, yeah, I can't wait. So far, so great. So far, so ba da 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 da. I was sitting at home watching TV all alone. So tired of routines, the day goes on and on. So I pick up the phone, call everyone I know. I say there's gonna be a party. The music, here we go. Yeah. Gotta live to party. So move. Everybody hits in the groove. Live. So party. Here's another one, evolution of Disney Channel cartoons.
What? You and me will always be high. Emily, every single day and night. Even when you stop acting like a fool, you know I'm loving every single thing you do.
Keep talking possible.
So what's the stitch?
Come and beat me if you wanna reach me. Welcome, closer to come on now. Aloha, come on now. Aloha, come on now. Aloha, come on now. Does anyone remember this? When you can dream, when you can't stop. A dream is a wish to me with your heart. Wish your heart makes your fastest dream. It is past midnight, which means that day 5 of week 2 and day 12 overall is done with, and I didn't vlog at all. But I spent pretty much all day in bed with my warm rice bag. Even though I haven't shared with you what I did all day because it wasn't super exciting, I do have reading news. The bad news first. I unfortunately did not read anything in Little Women today, but the good news. I read 283 pages in Order of the Phoenix. One of the chapters I finished after midnight, but if you take into account all the hours today that I didn't read, technically I could have read that chapter in that 24-hour period. So I'm just gonna count it because it's a lot easier than trying to figure out what I read on June 12th and what I read on June 13th. Like, it's all going towards the same page count. Right now, I am almost ready for bed. I think I'm gonna actually attempt to read another chapter or two, and then I will be off to bed. Oh, funny add-on to the spider saga from last night. Before I took a bath today, I inspected every inch of that bathroom. No spiders, thankfully, but there was a gigantic fly in my room today. All insect kind is out to get me, and I am not here for it. It is 1:51 and I just wanted to check in because I did it. I finished Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. 5 stars, loved it. Everyone knows about Harry Potter and basically what it's about, so I don't think I need to tell you necessarily. Basically, it's about the world of wizards and witches and magic, and the main character is Harry Potter, and you follow his adventures living with his aunt and uncle in the Muggle world during summer breaks, and then during the rest of the year he is at Hogwarts, a school for student age witches and wizards. In this book, you find out what the Order of the Phoenix is. If you don't want spoilers, skip through this part. You also find out the aftermath of Lord Voldemort returning to full form in Goblet of Fire. The smart thing to do right now would be turning to Little Women to finish it, but I am in such a mood right now, and I really just want to move on to the next book, which is Half-Blood Prince. This one's actually a little shorter. I think it's only 652 pages. Oh, speaking of page numbers, I get to add 870 pages to not only my page count, but Team Antihero's page count. You're welcome. I think I'm gonna read this while I get an afternoon snack, and then I'm gonna take a bath and work on Little Women because I really would like to finish it by the end of the week. It is past midnight. The day is finally done, so I will give you my final reading update. Sorry that nothing exciting happened once again today. I just spent most of the day reading. The only other thing I did was watch the NBA Finals. The Toronto Raptors did win the championship, which was pretty cool. Back to reading. I had to do quite a bit of math because I read 3 different books today. So first I'll show you my little cheat sheet. I read the last 168 pages in Order of the Phoenix. I read 18 pages in the next Harry Potter book, which is Half-Blood Prince. And then I read 354 pages in Little Women. That brings my total to 540 pages, and I finished the book, Order of the Phoenix. I can't remember if I gave you an update on June 12th. So there's my page number, 283. The book's finished. Very pleased with how my reading is this week. And even though I have to work tomorrow night, I'm hoping to finish strong. Tomorrow morning, as soon as I wake up, the audiobook is going on, and I will not stop till this is done.
Pride forbid, and whenever the longing grew very strong, he fortified his resolution by repeating the words that had made the deepest impression. I despise you. Go and do something splendid that will make her love you. Touched to the heart, Mrs. March could only stretch out her arms as if to gather children and grandchildren to herself, and say, with face and voice full of motherly love, gratitude, and humility, "Oh, my girls, however long you may live, I never can wish you a greater happiness than this." This concludes the reading of Little Women by Louisa May Alcott.
It is 2:12 and I did it. I finished Little Women. Yay! Before I get into the full swing of getting ready for work, I wanted to talk about something that I found kind of funny. I grew up reading my copy of Little Women. I read it so many times and I watched the movies so many times. Reading this book, if you don't know, Little Women was actually the original name of part 1 of the book, and part 2 was called Good Wives. Nowadays, it's usually published as 1 volume, just in 2 parts. Listening to the audiobook, I realized that the version I grew up with was, first of all, an illustrated version, and second of all, it was mostly just the Little Women part, and then at the end, there's a condensed version of the things that happen in part 2, Good Wives. So, technically, this was my first time reading the full volume of Little Women, and now I feel like I've had the full experience. I already knew stuff that happens because of the movies. The movies do the same thing my book did. It's Little Women plus some scenes from Good Wives that give you an idea of what happens in the future. But there's a lot of filler chapters I had never read before, so now I can actually say that I've read the whole thing. It is 9:06. I just got home from work. I actually have to go into work a half hour early tomorrow, so I have to be up at like 6:45, somewhere around there, which means I cannot stay up that late tonight. So not a whole lot of reading is going to get done, but I'm going to try and read at least 1, 2, maybe 3 chapters in the Half-Blood Prince, and then I'm going to call it a day and wrap up week 2 for you. It is 11 o'clock. I've already stayed up later than I wanted to, so I'm going to make this very short and sweet. This week, instead of focusing on the number of books, I took a gamble and decided to focus on number of pages by reading some of the biggest books on my shelf. I started with Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. Next, I read Little Women by Louisa May Alcott. The third book that I started but didn't finish was Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. I made it to chapter 6, page 104. 127 pages, 145 pages, 249 pages, 158 pages, 283 pages, 540 pages. Also finished one book, Order of the Phoenix. 249 pages. That was today. I finished Little Women. I didn't complete any challenges this week, and I only completed 2 books. But I read 1,751 pages. In the grand scheme of things, is that worth it? I don't know. But for me, that is an insane number of pages to read in a week. For week 3, I will definitely be continuing with the Half-Blood Prince because I've never read this series. And now that I'm back in the mood to read the books, I should take advantage. I don't know if I can finish the last book before the readathon is done, only because, I don't know if I've said, I'm participating in another readathon on week 4, so a lot has to get done in week 3. I have not completed more than 1 challenge, and those books are still waiting to be read, so I have to get them done in week 3, otherwise they aren't going to get done, because week 4 has a set TBR for Summerathon, which is a brand new summer readathon that I'm super happy to participate in. You'll find out more at a later date. I hope you stick around for my week 3 vlog. For now, this is it for week 2. I'm very proud of what I accomplished, and I can't wait to see what week 3 holds. I will see you in my next vlog. Good night.